man, Trent the Great back in the building, man. So, man, I want to get off into this debate, man, that's been hot for the last few years. Who is the GOAT, LeBron or Jordan? Well, we all know that Jordan has 6 rings, 6 NBA MVP finals, and they never went to a game 7 in the NBA finals. So Jordan is superior at that. Well, LeBron got about 4 rings and 6 losses. Ain't too good. Jordan's a superior scorer. LeBron has more rebounds, more assists. About the same, I think, as blocks and whatnot. LeBron's a better passer. So with all these stats, if you're going on stats, it's tit for tat up until maybe a few years ago. Now LeBron is gonna surpass everybody as far as stats because of his longevity. You play 20 years, you're gonna pass everybody. So now he's at the point where he's about to pass Kareem in a matter of months. So where is that gonna put him as far as the GOAT debate? Well, it's like this. He keep coming. This is what I'm saying. He keeps coming, and he's coming. That's what people are saying. He's coming. He's coming. He's got all these stats. He's got a few rings. But they keep asking the question, is LeBron better than Jordan? Instead of saying, but nobody ever asked the question, is Jordan better than LeBron? Maybe it's because Jordan came first. Maybe because we never seen anything like that, like Michael Jordan in our life. Or maybe it's because Jordan is just better. As simply as that. Well, LeBron is no joke himself, man. And he don't look like he's slowing down. When he's done, he's probably he may be close to owning every stat there is, every viable stat, every stat that means anything, because he's already in the 30-10-10, 30,000 points, that's 10 rebounds, 10 assists. He's the only player in that category, so it's very interesting to see where this is gonna go. Jordan played 13 years. LeBron is at 20. I mean, 10 more, he'll be at a generation. Shoot. I don't think he's gonna play that, but we're gonna see, man. It's gonna be very interesting to see how this goes, because LeBron got 1 scoring title. Jordan's got 10. I mean, LeBron's 18 All-Star games. Jordan's 14. But all of these are numbers, and it's really in LeBron's favor as far as the numbers and the stats, because he's playing much longer than anybody else, and he's playing at a much higher level. He's still jumping out the gym. Now, I will say this. He can't sit in the chair on defense, and he can't, put that clamp down defense on you as he once did. Jordan still did that, but Jordan didn't play for 18 years. He didn't play for 20 years. So that's that category in itself. It kind of leans more to Jordan, but Jordan was a shooting star that lasted his entire career. LeBron's still a star, but it's as far as him being the top guy, he's not even the best player in the league anymore. But that happens in age. He's still one of the top 5. Damn sure one of the top 5, but he's not the guy. And maybe that'll hurt him in the debate. I don't know. I don't think so. Because LeBron's a monster his damn self. Well, LeBron, for all his greatness, he had to learn to be the alpha. He goes to Miami, the Heatles, him, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. He wasn't even the top dog, the lead dog on that team. Michael Jordan was born with it. He comes in the league and he's the alpha dog. He's the top guy. It basically changes the entire complexity of the league. Now, that don't make you the GOAT. Stats don't make you the GOAT. To me, and I think most people who grew up watching Jordan, it was his game. It was the most eye-pleasing game we've ever seen. I mean, the gracefulness of it. It was almost perfect. You know what I'm saying? It was like a Michelangelo was drawing basketball. It was just beautiful like that. LeBron's game is as good as it is, and sweet as it is. It cannot touch Michael Jordan and his graceful. I'm just, I'm personally, I like LeBron. He's more personable. He seems more of a down to earth person. Michael Jordan is more of a standoffish, you know, a hole. With all due respect, but this ain't about character. This ain't about. We ain't talking about that. We talking about who is the GOAT of basketball. This is something that's gonna go on probably for the end of time. But Michael Jordan said something very interesting. Very interesting. He said that he was voted the number one athlete of everybody from Muhammad Ali to Babe Ruth to Jim Brown, all of those guys. But he said that in 30 years, the narrative's gonna change because people like us, the old heads, gonna slowly fade away, slowly not be here. And then the people who grew up watching LeBron James, they're the ones they're gonna control the narrative. They're the ones that are gonna be able to say, oh well, LeBron James is the greatest. It's just like people from my grandfather's era would say, hey, Bill Russell was the greatest. Will Chamberlain was the greatest. Connie Hawkins. I mean, guys of that era, of that nature. But it's all about who controls the narrative. Now, Michael Jordan, this is out of Michael Jordan's mouth. And the one thing about it, what I love what Michael Jordan said is, he'll never claim to be the greatest. He'll never claim to be the GOAT because he feels like it's a disrespect to the elders who came before him. The Elgin Baylors, the Bill Russells, the Will Chamberlains, the Magic and Birds, all of these iconic figures in the NBA. Whereas after LeBron beat the Warriors, he said, I think that's what made me the GOAT, which wasn't really a thing to say because it's going to give all of the pundits and all of the people who are against you to say, oh, well, see, this guy got to tell himself he's the GOAT. Everybody else proclaimed Jordan the GOAT. Hell, probably after the '91 season when he won his first championship. But in LeBron's case, he's got a real shot. I mean, I look at it like this, man. You got one guy, we've never seen anything like that. Jordan. You got LeBron, we've never seen anything like that. So it's tit for tat. It's one guy's over here, one guy's over there. But for me personally, Trent the Great, the way I see it, Michael Jordan is the GOAT. He's the greatest basketball player of all times. And LeBron's number 2. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being number 2 of all times? But when you competitive like these guys, when you've been born and nurtured and pushed to be the absolute best, and people saying, man, you're going to be the GOAT, you're going to be the greatest of all times, it gets stuck in your head. So it's like, hey, man, this is who I am. This is what I'm striving to be. But kudos to both of them, man. They making some hellified memories, and these are going to be arguments until the end of time. Who is the GOAT? Well, Michael Jordan. Yeah, we're just going to end it like that. Michael Jordan. Trent the Great, man, and I'm out. 1.